Okay, you're on.
All right.
Tell who you are.
Yeah, hello. My name is Casmir Kaz. I'm a rehabilitation engineer for National Industries for the Blind. I've been in this field probably just about 17 years. And I started back in, 95. And I got into the field because I went to a school by the name of Rochester Institute of Technology, and they have NTID, National Technical Institute for the Deaf. My background is mechanical engineering, and they had a course there actually for national leadership. And I thought, hey, isn't this going to look good on the old resume? So I jumped on board and took it, and really what it was a course designed to do outdoor activities with the mainstream of deaf and hearing students. And I joined that, and as I got involved, I realized, and I stayed involved for several years, I realized, wow, I can use my engineering degree to do more than just design things. I can work with people. And so with that, I built houses and stuff for a little while, but I got into prosthetics. And then an ad came up for an assistive technologist at a local agency in Oswego, New York. So I jumped at it. Well, I didn't jump at it, but I went and took a look at it, right? Like we all do. And it grew from an assistive technology position all the way up to an engineering and special services position where we had a full team of occupational, physical, and speech therapists, everything from early intervention to seniors and retirement. Incredible experience. We had an incredible team. And we, with a primary focus on job accommodation, and it was we probably bust in 350 people daily with various disabilities, but we went from very severe and profound, which was kind of unusual, with everyone trying to have a focus towards vocational skills. So it was, and again, with a team, it was an incredible experience. And just a few years ago, about 2.5 years ago, well, let me back it up. I always felt doing that. There's thousands of agencies that employ people with disabilities, either county or state, and but nobody has full-time folks who really design and build to accommodate people with disabilities, whether it's blindness or disabilities. And so I would consult for local agencies, and I realized that the show needed to go on the road a little bit more. And so National Industries for the Blind put up a position for a rehab engineer. And I decided I wanted to do that. And talked it over with my family and decided we'd give it a shot. And so it's been 2.5 years, and the program has really blossomed. It's taken off. Now with Resna started back in '95 for me when I first got into this area. And they were a catalyst, really they were. Because when I first came to the first conference, I met the networking is so important. You know, you begin to know folks and realize stuff is real. It's not just all in your head, you're making it up and doing it. But there's many people out there. And with that, I met a woman who was running the trade organization out of New York. The trade is the loan program that many of the states have for equipment. So I was on the board there for a little while. And Resna ever since has been a catalyst. Even though we were a private not-for-profit, I couldn't always get involved as much as I wanted to. But being in touch with the folks, and again, just you have roots. Sometimes the blossom doesn't go real high, but the roots can go deeper. And now the roots have gone deep enough where I can start to let what I do at Resna blossom more, right? So right now I'm vice chair of the accommodation SIG and looking to kind of add some flavor from my perspective to what Resna has. So yeah, what else?
Well, may I take that piece?
Yeah,
Paper?
please.
Thanks. I was wondering, you started coming to these conferences in '95, and you became a rehab engineer 2.5 years ago?
No. I've been a rehabilitation engineer forever. I was an assistive technologist for about a couple of years, but the title quickly went to rehabilitation engineer.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
And, okay, sorry.
No, it's okay, yeah.
Well, I guess the question is, what was in the time between that? Like, how did Resna... Sorry, I guess my question wasn't complete.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
How,
you guys-
how's Resna been a part of your professional career?
Resna has been a part of my professional career. Again, I think a lot through the ability to network and with the folks in Resna. I mean, I know, for example, Paul Schwartz is a strong figure in what I do right now. I know he's on the board. I do a tremendous amount of training set up with him, especially on a national level. And Paul Nishman, who's with Nish, and being able to utilize them. There's several because, but again, it's more from my end, the folks who work at kind of travel at a national level like I do. But in the beginning, it really was the ability to be able to share ideas. Mainstream, get in there and bounce ideas back and forth. Mm-hmm.
And how did you first hear about Resna?
Boy, that's a good question. Looking so many years ago, but I had a colleague actually bring it up to me when I got into the field, who mentioned Resna, and they were part of the organization, and so I joined at that time and that's when I came to the first conference, met Jerry and all them, the veterans of the group. Yeah.
It's great.